Most of my recent content was tailored to making money online, but my goal is to put more of what I'm interested in into more of my content, like modern day philosophy, insights, mastery of oneself, expression, and design. But today I want to cover a few of the most important things you should focus on as a young man. Most of this stuff I had to learn on my own. I fought, learned, struggled with various things so that hopefully that same struggle can teach you something along the way. Because a smart man learns off of his mistakes while the wise learns off of others. I went ahead and I actually broken these down into something that I like to call the pillars of maturing adolescent. The first pillar is individualism, which is the habit or principle of being independent and self-reliant, which is quite literally the textbook definition. This is the act of not relying on others. You must become a force that moves at its own pace, unaffected by others or the world around you. Now, this principle is multifaceted, so it can be implemented around all aspects of your life. Don't wait for others to complete a task or goal. Be that one guy that handles everything by himself. I don't need help. I'll just do it myself. You're not waiting around for other people. You're doing everything by yourself. If the help is there, if your brothers want to help you and the help is there, by all means take it, but don't put it off until a certain time, wasting time because you need the help. Be that guy that says, don't worry about it, I'll take care of it. Be that guy that never asks for help, not because of pride, but because he can genuinely do it by himself, and asking for help would slow him down. This garners respect from everybody. Learn how to do it yourself and become good at it. And that's just with things in general. There will come a time where you literally, if you keep this principle, there will come a time where you literally know how to do everything. Oh my gosh, how do you know how to do this? You went from doing this to doing that. You will literally know how to do everything. And fast forward to when you're super successful and you have a multi-7-figure network, you'll still carry all of that knowledge. It's not going anywhere. Like I said, your net worth will be multi-7 figures, and you'll be able to change an old lady's tire in less than 3 minutes without getting a single smudge on your classic attire. Now, moving on to the second pillar. The second pillar is called influence and artful speech. A young man should give careful attention to what he says and how he says it. Your words are powerful. With a single sentence, you can make a room with 10,000 people laugh, make $20,000 on a phone call, or inspire millions of people to change their lives for the better. Learning proper speech is so important. I can't stress it enough. Learning proper speech is so important. The younger you realize this, the farther you're gonna be ahead than everybody else around you that doesn't. This entails everything from like sales, which is learning how to sell, negotiation, learning the ins and outs of, how to say something, when to say it, perfect timing, right? And it's vice versa. Like, if you know how to talk, that means you know how to listen too. Speaking with authority, humor. These things will help you along the journey. It helps being funny in certain situations. Charisma backed by, you're essentially going to be charismatic. So charisma backed by all of these pillars, you're going to be literally unstoppable. The third pillar is a platinum personal image. Leave what everybody says in the trash. How you look and how you present yourself is one of the most important things. First impressions are everything. It has and always will be important. Properly grooming yourself to your choice of attire, all the way down to your body language. Like, going back to the first thing, going back to before, everyone is different, so find your grooming routine based on how you look, your hair type, skin tone, everything. Find what your grooming routine is, and don't miss it until it becomes second nature. You don't even think about brushing your teeth. You wake up, do your routine. Before you go to sleep, you do your routine. And if you want to do something in the middle of the day, you do your routine. The same thing applies when it comes to your style, dressing specifically. Everybody's style is different, but some things are universal. Choose more, mature pieces or clothes that don't make you look childish. Most of your pieces should be fitted, not too fitted or not too loose, unless if you know how to pull the loose look off. Some people know how to do it. Not too tight. Add variety to your collection. No huge symbols unless if you know how to do it again, right? Fragrance, all of that, your products, get everything right. And one of the last things is body language. Body language is another important. Walk with authority. I once seen a quote saying, 1, walk like you are the king, or 2, walk like you don't care who the king is. Don't have awkward body posture or body language. Be smooth and purposeful, suave with every step. The 4th pillar is proper etiquette and awareness. Funny enough, most people don't even pay attention to these because they're not in a position to do so. How would you pay attention to something that you don't even know exists? So, funny backstory, I took a female friend out, and as we approached the restaurant, I said to myself, I'm gonna open the door for her. But another couple was in front of me in the distance, right? So another couple was in front of me in the distance. Pay attention to how he opened the door for his date, and it was completely awkward, bro. It was a mess. It was one of those situations where there was a second door right after the first one. He completely butchered it. He probably signaled to her, showed her that he doesn't do this often. I mean, you could literally see the look on her face. I don't know if it was just disappointment or just like you doing that just made her feel weird, but that's how girls operate. She had to open the door for herself after he just initiated, that he was gonna do it, and he just stood behind her. She was in heels, her hands were full, and it may seem like something small, but the fact that he messed that up, I wouldn't be surprised if he just messed up, everything right after. You have to have a sense or an essence. Yeah, you have to have an essence of, I did this already. Like, I'm smooth. I'm so smooth. So, she's gonna, I bring up that story. It's just like these little things that you must learn how to do, right? Or just pay attention to. So next time you get it right, and things will be a whole lot smoother. And it may not seem like a big deal to you, but it's just like, whenever this guy's around, everything's just so smooth. Like, who is this guy? Like, that itself, you just want to have that essence. So some more things on proper etiquette. In your chair when you leave, right? Like, you don't want to kick out your seat and just leave. It just shows ill manners, Like, avoid that dancing monkey energy. Just be, calm. Obviously, there's a place and time for everything, but avoid that dancing monkey. Do the things that you should do. Don't talk with your mouth full, right? Like, when I take my mother out and she's having trouble with the menu, I order for her almost all of the time. She appreciates it. She never said it, but she appreciates it. I know. So, at the same time, it's proper etiquette and awareness. Be aware of your surroundings, but don't look like you're on surveillance. Have you watch the movie Taken 2? You'll see exactly what I'm talking about. If you aren't already, you are going to be a future leader. It's non-negotiable. Your awareness skills has to be sharper than others. Know if you should go to a function or not, or know if you should go in that area or not. If you're on a date, the most important thing is your safety. And if one day you want to have a family, you gotta be aware too. Know that that guy over there to the left looked at your date like 4 times in a row, and he has just this weird look. But if you're out, don't let it take away from what you're doing. Be smooth with noticing these things. Don't let anybody know unless if there's another male and he gets it too, right? Like I was saying, be so smooth that your crowd, the crowd that you're with, right, or your group, doesn't even know why they're leaving the club. You just insinuated or just said, oh, look at the time, let's try this other club, right? And they're gonna be fine with it. Now moving on, the 5th pillar is vitality, physique, and growth. Now this is all just taking care of yourself, right? Your health, your look from, like a body standpoint, and the growth of your mind. You must take care of yourself. Drink water, eat whole foods. Make sure you live a long and healthy life so you can enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now, all starts with what you put into your body. Physical exercise, right? Focus on your desired physique. Broad shoulders and chest, wide lats, and chisel abs, and a low body fat percentage. All of that is going to aid you in your journey. All of that is going to aid you in the long run. Mental health is key too. Focus on all your problems one by one until you're cleared of old baggage that serves as weights that hold you down from going into the door of your choosing. Now, if there's something that you genuinely can't fix, come to terms with it and learn how to maximize other areas of your life. Learn how to maximize what you already have. Show gratitude, be grateful. I'm finding that, believing in something greater than you and having faith aids you along the way too. Whether if it's a form of meditation like prayer, or meditating itself or self-reflect. All of those things are important. And lastly, the same pillar includes growth. Now, growth as in learning. Absorb as many podcasts and books as you can pertaining to everything that you have going on. Now, in conversations with people that are more successful, let them speak. See what wisdom you can grab. Learn how to grab wisdom from anyway. Learning never stops. Always consume now. The more you do, the wiser you become. Now, we're moving on to the last pillar. If you made it this far, I just want to thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe. Like, comment, subscribe. So the last pillar is respect. I've included this because I know respect can go a long way. I'm West African. My parents are from Ghana specifically. I was taught how to show respect, especially to those who are older. And it's gotten me into a bunch of doors that I didn't even know existed. So now I won't say the specific example. I've encountered successful people unknowing and showed them respect because it was my default nature. Oh, let me get that for you. Don't worry about it. I got it. How you doing, sir? Now, in getting them to open up because of my warm-hearted energy, I found out that they're successful. Connection made. Treat the busboy the same way you would treat the owner of the restaurant. Now, I have a couple other things that I would want to talk about, but I'll just save that for the next video. I really hope you took from that, put it into play. Look into all that I said. Do your research and learn. Like I said before, subscribe, like, comment, something that you need to work on. And like always, I'll keep you updated. Bless.